Peppa Pig's Aquarium Adventure, a splashing story for kids. In the bustling town of Peppa Town, excitement was in the air as Peppa Pig and her family planned a special trip to the aquarium. Peppa and her little brother George were thrilled at the prospect of seeing all sorts of fascinating sea creatures up close. As they arrived at the aquarium, they were greeted by a colorful display of fish swimming in a giant tank. Peppa's eyes widened with wonder as she watched the fish darting around, their scales shimmering in the light. "Look, George, it's a clownfish," Peppa exclaimed, pointing to a small orange fish with white stripes. "Just like Nemo." George giggled with delight, his chubby fingers pressed against the glass as he watched the fish swim by. Next, they visited the dolphin show, where they watched in amazement as the dolphins performed flips and tricks in the water. Peppa clapped her hands enthusiastically, cheering on the playful creatures. After the show, they wandered through the underwater tunnel, surrounded by sharks, turtles, and stingrays gliding gracefully overhead. Peppa felt like she was in a magical underwater world, filled with creatures she had only ever seen in books. As they reached the end of the tunnel, they came across a tank filled with colorful jellyfish, their tentacles trailing behind them like ribbons in the water. "Wow, they're so beautiful," Peppa whispered, her eyes wide with awe. Finally, it was time to say goodbye to the aquarium and head home. Peppa and George chattered excitedly about all the amazing things they had seen, their heads filled with memories of their wonderful day out. As they climbed into the car, Peppa knew that she would always treasure the memories of their trip to the aquarium. It had been an adventure she would never forget. And as they drove home, Peppa couldn't help but smile as she imagined all the other incredible adventures that awaited them in the big wide world.